Let's talk about job presets. Job presets are a set of instructions that will prepare a job, such as filtering and sorting, before the output is generated. To create a job preset, simply go in File, Print Presets, and Job Creation Settings. The job creation preset is basically dependent on the data mapping configuration. Because of things like grouping, sorting, and filtering, it will use records from your data model in order to specify these sorts of options. However, job presets are detached from the output, so you can have multiple job presets that will actually output to a single output preset or output type, or you can have a single job preset that can send its data to multiple different output presets, so one for PostScript, one for PDF, etc. Now let's take a look quickly at the options that you can set in the job preset. In the first dialog, you actually have the ability to select an existing preset and to view its properties. We don't have any presets right now, so let's create one. I'll check all the options so that we can take a look at them quickly in an overview. First off is the override finishing options. Now, this basically lets you override the finishing options inside of your print sections and your print context. So here what you have is the ability to choose whether you're editing for the document, so the equivalent of the context, or for the section. So even if you've set specific finishing options inside of your template, they can be overwritten here. Now, as a note, if you don't select any option, it'll use the document defaults. And if you do, it'll overwrite. So it's not everything is overwritten or not. Now, next up is the data filtering option. What this gives you is the power to remove certain records from the output at the job creation level. This is more useful in the workflow automation module, but you can still use it here to, let's say, remove all Canadian customers or remove any customers from a specific city if you want to, and that'll give you a job without those specific records. So, for example, if I say the country field is equal to CA, what I would have in my job is only the Canadian client. So basically, this is an inclusive filter, not an exclusive one. It will not remove, it will include the ones you want and ignore all the other ones. Now, you can also add multiple rules and combine them using and or. Look at the documentation to learn how to do that. Next is the sorting option. So you can resort your job using specific fields inside of your record. So let's say you want to sort by zip field. Well, you could do that and your job would be sorted. This is a very efficient and fast process. You also have the ability to use external sorting software. What this will do is that it will create a CSV file with your record data, not the detail tables, but only the record fields. Send that to the external software that you specify in the command line. And when that software reorders the CSV file and returns it, then we will apply that new sorting into the actual job itself. Finally, you have the grouping and splitting option. This is useful basically to separate your job into, say, document sets. The reason you want to do this is, say you may have more than one invoice per client, then you can use the document set to separate them so one client would have all of the invoices inside of his document set. The job segment and job grouping can be used to, say, create mail routes. But again, take a look at the documentation to learn a bit more about these specific options. Lastly, we have the metadata option. These are used actually to send information to the output presets. So any field that you add inside of this will be used in the output. This is more used for PDF and AFP, so if you want to create PDF VT files, you need to add all of the tags that you want to put in the PDF VT in this dialog before sending it to the PDF output preset. When you click on Finish, you have the option to save the preset and give it a description. And that's it for creating job presets.